The mistake a woman will make in her life is to marry a poor man. You are taking risk. That's the only mistake a woman will make in her entire life. You say he poor, you know say he poor. You know say waiting, you know if you afford waiting, like what your daddy is giving you, he can't afford it. Leave him alone.
Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. This video is a proof of why I always tell women not to listen to other women when it comes to getting men on their side. If you want to get a man by your side, avoid listening to women. Let's check it out.
The mistake a woman will make in her life is to marry a poor man. You are taking risk. That's the only mistake a woman will make in her entire life. You say he poor, you know say he poor. You know say waiting, you know if you afford waiting, like what your daddy is giving you, he can't afford it. Leave him alone. What your daddy is giving you freely, he cannot afford it. Leave him. The only mistake a lady can make in this life is to stick with a broke boy or a broke man and say, yeah, it's okay. I'm not saying you can stay. I will stay with him till he's rich. Fine.
I think she should be saying, if the guy is not able to provide what you are able to provide for yourself, leave him. Because the way she's speaking is just like someone that is a strong woman that can do everything on her own. But she's saying, if what your dad is able to do for you, if the guy cannot do it, leave him alone. So it means she herself speaking right now, she's just broke. But she don't want to accept broke people. This is the reality of most women. You see a woman that doesn't have just $1 in her account, 1 cedi or 1 naira in her account. But she will be setting these type of unreasonable or unrealistic standards for men. And I pity any kind of man that is going to come across this type of lady that is trying to take her serious. You're just going to just waste your energy. You are going to hustle, provide for her, and it's never going to be enough for her. What your dad is providing for you, if he cannot provide it, if it was so easy, why you didn't say what you are providing for yourself? If it is that easy. But this is a way to keep most females deluded. What she's basically saying, rule out all men that are broke. And the truth is, most men are just broke. We have, I think, less than 10% of the men are rich. So if you are telling them to all be looking towards the guys that are rich, what are you telling them? You are telling them to be single because most men are not rich. But that's what she's trying to preach here. And looking at this lady is just average. Looking at her looks, she's average. But she don't want to accept a guy that is average. She wants an exceptional guy. This is the crap that is in most females' head. Let's keep going.
For me, I can never. You see, they are thinking faculty. They are thinking faculty, broke boys. And
see, one of the things that like this woman here don't understand is even the guys that she's thinking that she can get, this lady will not even exist to them. Men that have money, this lady will never, like, I don't know how to put it. They will not see you because you are not beautiful enough. She that is just looking like this is giving this type of standards. And men have to make sure that they will meet those standards. Make it make sense. She's thinking that because men that has money are fucking her, those type of men will want to commit to her. That is delusion. They will fuck you, they will kick it with you, all those things. But I promise you, they're not going to take you serious. The guys that are willing to take you serious are the guys that she's ruling out. Because this lady is average. Let's keep it real. I'm not trying to be an asshole. This lady is average. Look at her. Just look at her. She's the one you're just looking at right now. This lady is average in terms of looks. Let's keep it going.
Office boys, the way they think, the way they reason. Oh Jesus. They reason like a fool. I don't know if the brokenness is in their, like, has affected their brain. The only risks a lady can take, even go and ask Blessing CEO, relationship therapist on this.
See the person she's using as a reference. Blessing CEO is someone that is failed when it comes to relationships. She's a baby mama and she's old enough and haven't gotten the ring. So you should not be using this type of a female as a reference to any lady out there. But unfortunately, most women that are not deep enough are going to fall for this type of things. And this is why most women are just always looking for guys that are only rich. Because they listen to this type of information that is coming from women that haven't have any results to show for when it comes to relationship. Because this lady is single, Blessing CEO is single. She's a baby mama in the first place. The worst thing that every woman can be, or any woman can be, is just be a baby mama and not having a husband and trying to, educate people when it comes to getting men. That's the worst you can do, because you don't have any experience of, getting men, or, making sure that men are marrying you or something. You're single and you have a baby. So, you cannot be the bar. You can't. Let's keep going.
Ask her. The only risk a lady can take is to marry a poor man. Ah, God, I can never. See, read my lips. I can't. If you have reviewed my source for long, I used to say it. I can't. I don't know. I can't. It's not possible. Use your head. Because they are so. I'm not going to lie. They are so annoying.
That's why.
Now, she's not the only one who is thinking this way. There are so many women that are thinking this way. And the next video is going to prove you that most women think like the way she thinks and what she's talking about. Let's take a look at it.
Some people now come and be bashing babes that you don't want to be with a guy that doesn't have money. You don't want to be with a guy. Do you know how difficult it is to be with a man that doesn't have money? Like I always say, a man that doesn't have money, first of all, he's not even a happy man to start with. So you're enduring, you're managing, you're standing by him. And then he's now doing all these things. Like, I don't understand. Am I the only thing is that a man that doesn't have money?
See, this is the entitlement I always talk about when it comes to female. Female feel kind of entitled to whatever a man is making. Your dad is not able to provide a lifestyle to you, and you yourself is not able to provide a lifestyle for yourself. But the way she's speaking is just like someone that is well accomplished, that is making tons of money. That is just, the guts that these women have when it comes to talking about men that are broke. When you yourself is the definition of what broke woman is. Because trust me, a lady can be looking as beautiful as whatever, but you check in her bank account and she has nothing. So the fact that she might be looking nice in this podcast or on this podcast, and you might think, oh, maybe she's making tons of money. That is not true. A woman can be beautiful herself and will not have even $1. It is what it is. But she's, hounding on broke guys. I'm not saying men should be broke. I want guys to be the best version of themselves. I want guys to make money. And one thing I always say, society that tells men that doesn't have money that they don't deserve women should not be able to tell men that has money what they can do or the kind and caliber of women they can take, whether or not they're going to be monogamous or they're going to have sex with multiple women. When a man is having money, you should keep quiet, because when he was not having money, you weren't looking at his way. That's what it is.
So he's not even a human being, he's the money king.
Even me, when I don't even get money, I am like, some days I wake up and I'm angry.
She said it herself. Even she herself that does not have money, she sometimes wake up and she's hungry. She's angry. So it means she's broke and don't want to have anything to do with a broke guy. This is the craziness, the entitlement. Every woman thinks like she just deserves a guy that is rich. This is crazy. And most of these women talking about their dads are broke as hell. She has a broke dad, but she don't want anything to do with a guy that is broke. Fine, that is your standard, that's your preferences. I'm not saying anything about it, but don't come online to try and shit on guys that are broke, because you yourself is broke and probably your dad is also broke. That's my point. I'm not saying you should not prefer a guy that is rich. You can prefer that, but as to whether or not you are going to get that type of guy, and most of these women don't even exist to guys that has money. They don't. Like, they will not see you as a lady. But they always think that because the guy that is having money is kicking it with them, they're entitled to a guy that is rich. That's why most of them are ending up 35 and being single. Because they are so deluded, they are so detached from reality. Just mathematically, what population of Africans are rich? Less than 10%. So you are telling me all the women, 100% of the women should be targeting the 10% of men. If this is not crazy. And like I said, most women speak based off how they feel, not how they think. They don't put a proper thought of whatever they just say. They just say it because that's what she's feeling. And this is a proof of it. And it might be possible that this lady is well educated and speaking like a fool. How does it make sense for 100% of the women to get 10 or is it 5% of the men? Because I think less than 10% of African population is rich. So if you are saying this, it means you are just not deep. Mathematically, it doesn't make sense. If you are telling all women to channel their energy towards this type of, it doesn't make sense. And that's why most women are single. Because they all think that regardless of how they look, they deserve a guy that's a top tier guy. And which in reality is not going to happen. Most women are going to get average, below average guys, the top tier guy are going to get top tier women. This woman, she's probably a hoe. She's not a virgin sitting down there. So you are not a top tier woman. A top tier woman is a woman that is a virgin first. That's the bar. Then everything else follow. But she not being a virgin, she's expecting a guy that is up here. The guys, if I'm lying, you should let me know. Who is a top tier lady when it comes to women? Who is the top? A virgin or someone that is not a virgin? Who is the bar? But the truth is most women are not virgins, so men are accepting these things and women are thinking that it's norm. You are not coming in untouched. You are coming in with high mileage. And you still have unrealistic standards. It is what it is.
He called me man when you get money. Call the coin, they say,
I feel you.
Cute.
Please, I beg.
What does he want to say?
So it's not easy. If you see any lady that is with a man that is just moderate, they are just providing for each other.
Like I said, the reality is, this lady is probably maybe 27, 28, or 25. When she hit 35, she will really understand what relationship stands for, or, what marriage is. It's just not the case that everyone is going to get a rich man. Ask your mom. And the way she speaks, you can clearly see that the dad is not rich. That's what it is. When you see people that are coming from rich background, girls that are coming from rich backgrounds, they don't mostly care about, their man's resources that much. They don't even, I'm not saying, let me not put it this way, they will care, but they will not be this kind of vocal about these type of things. And they don't shit on men that does not have money. They will not just do it. But this lady is just speaking from a place of hunger. That's just what it is. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this type of content, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, especially our YouTube community. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so that the live stream I talk about, you'll be able to watch it all the time when we come live. I appreciate your time with me. I'm out and peace.